We are here. We are live here on Bestie Finder. Great day, great day. This is Dean Kathy, one of the Bestie Finders coaches, and I'm here with my bestie, Coach Nayala.
I'm the
Woo-hoo! Yes,
bestie.
girl. Look, we be learning new stuff like when Dr. Lisa's not here, so we have to not be handicapped
I
when she's
know.
not here,
I
right?
know. Yes.
And girl, I'm like, oh, we got this. We jumping on. We have to make it do what it do. We stand in the gap for our sisters, for each
Yes.
other, for our
Yes.
besties. So
Yes.
look, she was coming out of New York, so I know she is probably tired, right?
That
And
part.
so we're here today to make it happen, right? Great day. Where are we? YouTube, yeah.
Hey,
All our
everybody.
besties here, please do us a favor. I want to go ahead and say this because we never say it. Like and subscribe to this channel. You guys can get notifications every time we go live. All right. And
Yes.
so we have some good conversations. They're funny, they're kind of quirky, they're kind of awkward. But it's all truth, right? It is so fun and it's so good. And it's all about you tuning in and finding out about your gifts, right? So, hey,
Absolutely.
Coach Nayala, how's it going?
Everything is going well. Great morning, great morning, great morning. Dean Kathy does not let me get by with being woe is me. It's great. Everything is wonderful and amazing.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, that's all we do around here.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
It's awesome and amazing. All right.
Yes.
So, look, I was grabbing something. So, yeah. So, what is our topic for today? I'm going to tell you. I'm trying to
Yes.
see, I'm still learning, y'all. I'm trying to see what is dropping in the chat here. And okay,
Mm.
I see the chat.
Okay.
Y'all, I'm making my way around here.
I know
Live
that's
stream
right.
chat. I'm about to tell y'all. Look,
It
so coach, you tell me when you see it.
okay. There's nothing like OTJ on the job training. OTJ.
Okay. And I love live, y'all, because y'all know that honey, it ain't all polished and that lets you know that you can move forward as well.
Absolutely.
And not being worried about having it all together.
That
Right.
part.
And that's what I love about even knowing the gifts and understanding the gifts, because we are taught that we have to have it all together before we make a move. And then you go out and you spend all kind of money and, doing all kind of things, doing the stuff and the things that is not even necessary and which continues to hold you back, all because
Yes.
you think that you have to do these things first, which is
That
not
part.
true. And so we love it. We absolutely love it. And so yeah, so our conversation, our topic of the day is I avoid difficult conversations until it's too late. That does not describe me at all. At all. It is really called fear of confrontation, right?
uh why does it always
I'm
come
gonna let you
down to the
take the helm on this,
compassionate?
and then I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
I was gonna say, why does it always come down to being compassionate? Like,
But I
yeah,
told you that's the most prevalent, the most popular. I mean, the majority of the people in the world are compassionate, whether they want to believe it or not. So many people don't want it to be so. When they find out what their gifts are, they get
mm-hmm.
bothered. I'm like, get past that because it is what it is. You are compassionate. Now let's move on. Okay. But there's nothing
So
wrong. Y'all have the greatest capacity to show love. And I know we have to protect y'all, but okay.
yes.
So let's talk
Okay.
about it. Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Avoiding a difficult conversation. Tell me about it,
Avoiding
coach.
difficult avoiding difficult conversations until it's too late is not the best practice because you blow up.
Now,
You
can
you
you speak
explode.
from a personal experience? Can you give
she
us a
always want
personal example?
she always want to go dig. She want to dig a little bit. So, a personal example of, you know what, explosion can be internal. So
Mm.
it can be internal.
Girl, you
Your
don't
body.
want to be imploding.
your
Am I
body your body responds when you do not confront. It responds in ways of inflammation. It responds in ways of right now I have a pain in my back. I've been moving, right? And so I do not see myself as a superwoman until all the tasks come up, and then I start
wrong?
checking the box and like, I could do that, I could do that, I could do that. There's no delegation, there's no conversation about, hey, I have this on my plate. Can you do XYZ? Can we trade off? Because I do lead in compassionate. Like I lead very high in that, or that's my gift. I try to lead as a giver and an exhorter because I want everybody to win. Everybody gonna win. There's
Mhm.
nobody left behind. And at the same time, when I don't communicate what's really going on, or that this might be too much, it can affect. It did affect my body. I have a pain in my back,
Mhm.
packing, lifting stuff. I have people in my house. Why am I doing this all by myself? Why?
Hello.
So avoiding confrontation until it's too late can not only be an explosive experience in conversation, it can also be a danger to your health, mentally, physically,
Wow.
and emotionally. So, yes, so bringing it personal, live, present day, not no 10 years ago or
Okay.
yes, a week ago is okay, my back hurt and my daughter had to sit me down and say, "You're doing too much at the same time." I was like, "If I don't do it, who going to do it?" Right? Didn't nobody tell me I had to do it all.
Mm-mm.
And she said, wise woman of 27 says, well, it's not that you can't do it, but you don't have to do it all at once either. I was like, oh, okay. So, moral of the story is be open to share what it is that you need. I just had a conversation about this as well. Set those necessary boundaries and be willing to let things go that don't need to be addressed in that particular moment. So, that's my 2 cents, Dean Kathy. How I do.
Wow. Yeah, that's totally away from what I was thinking for sure. Okay.
Well, tell me what you been thinking.
So yeah, but that's good though. That's real good. That's real good. And so I told you I was married to a compassion person for years in a relationship. And to live with that gift is
Beautiful.
yeah. It definitely can be. It has its moments, okay?
Yes.
And but just understanding it. I understand why so many people have, you know, marriages or something that is just always chaotic. All because that they don't understand the gifts. And one of you guys is a perceiver, and one of you all is a compassionate. Okay? That perceiver speaks and that compassion don't hear nothing, they feel everything. You understand what I'm saying? They feel everything and it causes chaos every single day. And then when people learn to live with it, it really doesn't do good for your marriage or your relationship, because now you do find yourself walking on eggshells, and then you get tired of like, I'm tired of thinking that I gotta walk on eggshells. I have to watch what I say, or I can't even share the real truth about what I'm getting ready to say because you're gonna take it, out of context. And so, but even like, okay, me personally, um, I'm a confronter. As an exhorter, I like to lay it all out on the table because it's going to slow up some things. It's going to slow up your vision. It's going to slow up the plan. It's going to slow up the meal. It's going to slow up the vacation. It's going to slow up a whole lot of things if you don't say what you need to say to get some things. It's going to interrupt. It's going to corrupt. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I lived my life. Like the first half of our married lives together. until I understood the gifts. When I learned and became a certified gift teacher,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my God, because I am one. I like to look what you got? What are you talking about? So when it hit the fan, I'm like, so let's talk about it. But a compassionate person don't want to talk about it. They want to land on it. I'm okay. I'm all right. You bothered? What's going on? Nothing. I'm like, you're lying. Because it shows up in your attitude. It shows up on how you serve, how you talk, or whatever. And that may go on for a couple of days and you don't even know, me not even knowing what might have been said that hurt that person's feelings. And then it's too late by the time something else pop off, and now I'm getting 20 years worth of stuff that you didn't talk about, that you didn't share, all because you're like, I'm okay. You sweep it under the rug. It's just building a mountain on the inside. So when you're talking about, that's really how you're building something up and to explode on the inside. When you implode, you tearing up all your inside. It's coming out. It's going to affect all that's around you. So, and when I understood that, it took some years again for me to understand that, or years of fussing, arguing about nothing, having conversations, not even knowing what you're talking about, because now whatever don't trigger something back, trauma in your life from years ago by something I might have said or something, might have said a joke or whatever. And now we're into an argument because of something that I have no clue because you kept it under wraps. Right? And so, and it really can be detrimental to your relationships. So I say to all my compassion people, and I know it's just in you not to want to share what's going on with you. But I say, now that you become aware of that's what you do, and if your relationships are always seeming so tense and stressed and you're frustrated in them, learn to start sharing how you feel. That person who's talking to you now, mind you, I had to learn to let my exhorter lead and not my perceiver, because that perceiver be like, what you talking about? I didn't say that. You so sensitive, blah, 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 blah. But when I understood that that's who they were, or that's who they are, I'm like, wow, I didn't know you meant it. Like, so I had to let my exhorter lead and be like, because again, exhorters want everybody to win. We want everybody to be happy, to be joyful. And so like, I am so sorry. I didn't mean it that way. This is what I really meant, Or when you want a compassion to release saying or how they're feeling, because you can see it as a perceiver. I can see it. Whether you think you meant, I can see it. You already know. When you get on, I'll be like, girl, hey, what's going on? And you be like, she sees something. She can sense something. And so, but when I sense it, I'm like, hey, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? My approach was different. Like, what's wrong with you now? Every time, you know what I'm saying?
That's why they don't say nothing, right?
I know, right? And so that's what I'm saying. That's why you have to know which gift is in operation. Now, the compassion, talking to another compassion, they know how to approach you. You know what? I can tell something is going on with you. Like, tell me about it. You want to share? You want to go sit down and eat? You hungry? I ain't about to do all that. What's going on? You say nothing. Stop lying. Yeah. But I'm telling you guys, I'm so much better at approaching those things now that I'm aware. You know what I'm saying? So I've had years to practice it. Okay.
And as so,
and then when they actually see that you really care, they'll be more apt to share, what's really going on without feeling it being confrontational. But can I talk to you, so we can, let's sit down, let's talk about it. Oh no, this is how it can do it. This is how, let's work together to fix X, Y, and Z. Well, what about this? So you sit down and you figure out a way to take care of it. Guys, that's at work. That's in your family. That's in your marriage. That's with your kids. That's with your friends. That's with your church. Any organization that you're serving with. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm just saying, um, I just encourage compassionate people to, if you feel like this describes you, like when a situation is going on and that person is like, what in the we talking about? Because girl, that's how I used to feel. I'm like, what are we talking about? That's not even what I said. And just totally misunderstood what I said because of whatever may have been going on the inside of that person. Did that make sense?
That makes sense. That makes sense. And as a compassionate, I think once you learn the gifts, you understand yourself better and then understand that you can have conversations with people even the more because
That's
then you
right.
get to learn the other gifts and what affects them and what doesn't. I used to think, well, I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings. Some people just don't care. They don't care the same way that you do, and that's okay because that is them and they lead in different gift areas. So
That's right.
as you get into the gifts, you're more confident and able to have those conversations and avoid avoiding the
Right.
confrontation or the
Right.
having the conversation so that you can come to a meeting of the mind. Yep.
Exactly, exactly.
Yes.
So guys, like don't be afraid. Go for it. It was something you said that triggered a thought. And when you were saying sharing and being more confident and being able to share
Because you'll
and
learn the gifts of
connecting with
others.
God.
Yeah,
Huh?
because you learn the gifts of
Learning the gifts of
others.
others. And that's really the
Yes.
key to it, guys. That's the key to it. And so I
Mhm.
can't remember what I'm about to say, but anyway, I'm not going to get arrested by Dr. Lisa because we went a minute and some 2 minutes over. So
Uh-oh.
we are about to check on out of here. But you guys, this was awesome. And hopefully, maybe I'll put a little comment if I think about what it was that I was about to say drop a comment below. But
Mhm.
anyway, you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks, Coach. Thank you. You are my
And
great coach.
what
I wish my
and
computer could do that.
and we look forward to seeing you at the bestiefinder.net. Join us online. We have a free community. That way you can learn more about the community, get
That's
involved
right.
with the gifts. And tonight we have a live session for our business builders. So stay tuned, get connected. See you
That's
tonight.
right. So bestiefinder.net slash what's that /join. And you can join us for free. All right. Come
Yes.
get to know us. All right. So we can get to know you. All right.
Yes.
You guys have an amazing day. And we look forward to seeing you all tonight.
All right. See you then.
See you later. Girl, I'm going to figure it out. Bye, y'all.